We at Backcountry Coalition are here with Chris Davenport.
Yeah, I'm a father of 3 boys. I have a lot to lose, and I do this partly for fun, but also, I said mostly for fun, I should say, but also because it's my job. I really enjoy getting to do what I do.
So recently you just came back from skiing 17 volcanoes, I believe.
15.
15.
Yep.
Give us a little rundown on how that came to be.
The volcano tour, as we call it, kind of came about, or I should say was inspired by the 14ers project that I did here in Colorado. I'm showing the 14ers movie here at Bentgate tonight. And I had so much fun during that 14ers project because in the spring of 2006, I rented an RV, I loaded it up with a bunch of friends and food and all the gear we needed, and we basically spent the entire spring on the road traveling around Colorado, skiing peaks every day, or at least trying to ski them every day. And I kind of always wanted to replicate that experience, and about 3 or 4 years ago, I had heard from some other friends that they had gone on a road trip skiing volcanoes in the Northwest, and that sounded just like the perfect idea. And it's not something that's hasn't been done before, or first descents or anything like that. I just wanted to go do a real sort of grassrootsy fun road trip. Plans for the next trip, that's the most popular question this time of year. I do have a really interesting project for this season. I can't talk about it quite yet because it's close to home, and I think it's something that if it got out, maybe some other people would perhaps be interested in. And not that I wouldn't mind a race of some sort, but yeah, we're going to get into the project and then start talking about it come winter, if winter ever arrives.
Scarpa is launching a new free ride series.
Yes.
And we understand that you, being one of the Scarpa athletes, have something possibly to do with that.
Yes.
Can you give us a little bit of insight into what that collection is going to entail, or how much input you had?
Yeah, so would you like to see the boot? It's in my car.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It is in my car. Yeah, we are at Scarpa are introducing a new free ride line. It'll be in stores in the fall of 2013. We'll show it this winter at SIA and Outdoor Retailer. And the line is called the Freedom Collection. And there's 4 boots. There's a men's and women's Pebax constructed boot and a men's and women's polyurethane boot. And the idea behind this boot, and the idea that I had in the back of my mind for a number of years, turns out the Scarpa boot designers had the exact same idea in their minds when we met in Italy to discuss our mutual concepts, was to have a high performance ski boot, basically an alpine ski boot, that would not only be lightweight, but would also walk, climb, and tour very, very well. And a lot of the other manufacturers out there have introduced products over the years that have come from the alpine touring side, and they've tried to make those boots ski well. Very few people, if anybody, have tried to design a alpine boot and then make it climb and walk well. And so that's what we tried to do. We tried to create a very, very high performance alpine style boot with a very low volume, very lightweight, as I said, but yet a comfortable last that would be comfortable on your feet, whether you're out in the backcountry for 2 hours or for 10 hours. And it could be your everyday go-to boot, whether you're skiing on the resort or in the backcountry. And I think we've pretty much hit a home run with it. I've been skiing in it since August, and in a couple different versions, and it's just awesome. It's my everyday boot now. And when I used to have 2 or even 3 different boots that I would use, now I've got 1 and maybe 2, because I still will mountaineer big peaks in a lighter boot, the Mistral RS, but the new Freedom boot is pretty much my everyday boot.
Perfect. You're being part of the Spider team. Did you get one of those fancy new Audis, or are you still driving the Bentley?
Yeah, I do. I do have an Audi coming. It's in the paint shop right now, getting a kind of a cool paint job on it. Yeah, I like driving the Bentley too. It's not stuff that I talk about very much, just because it's oftentimes like, I don't know, construed as like a little bit over the top, but who am I to say no to these types of opportunities? And if someone wants to give me a car, I'm going to drive it.
You're definitely not the type of guy that's going out showing off, the fancy new car.
No, it's not. That's not who I am at all. I mean, I definitely pride myself on being humble, and just especially in the mountains, I believe you have to be successful. Arrogance has no place in the mountains.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time, Chris. We definitely appreciate it, and
Thanks.
We look forward to seeing you out there.
All right, be safe. But I did go up to Wyoming yesterday and ski some powder, which was really good for the soul.